I think we're live. I never know how long it takes to go live. It tells us here, but for all I know, we're probably half an hour offline before it comes on. Oh, God. Hi there, Internet. Thank you very much indeed for joining us on today, Monday, the 26th of February. How? Why? What? Ugh. As you can see, it's here and now. It's just me and Erica. Ember will join us momentarily. I think she said she's doing another stream somewhere.
I think she was streaming on her channel.
Oh.
And then she was going to come and raid us if she could figure out how to do that and then join us.
Oh, cool. Well, definitely go out and check Amber's channel out anyway, because over at Robots and Magic, because she's doing a playthrough of Final Fantasy, whichever the remake is of the famous. I never played Final Fantasy, but the point is, she's doing a playthrough, and she does it in cosplay, I believe, and she looks stupidly cool, and super cute, and something to do with, I think she's got I don't know, an album of cosplay pictures that she's going to release if she gets a certain number of subscribers, I think, followers or whatever.
Very cool.
Yeah, she was online, I think, was it Thursday or Friday? And she was just dressed up as one of these characters. Oh, Talk of the Devil. And oh my God, it was amazing. It was
Hi.
Hiya.
Sorry.
Well, you're just doing streaming.
I was. It didn't work out. I quit early, and then I went outside to my garden because it's just nice outside, and then I was like, oh God, I'm late. So I apologize.
We'll never forgive you. No, we're just telling people to go over to your channel and watch some Final Fantasy playthrough, because cosplay.
Please do. I will not always be in cosplay, but
That's not the deal, Amber. Sorry. You know, I'm deciding what your channel is.
If more people will hang out if I'm in cosplay, that's cool. But it takes so long to get into cosplay that, yeah, not so
really?
sure about that.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever done cosplay. I think the last time I did anything to do with a costume was when I was a kid for Halloween or something like that.
The makeup is exhausting.
And that was, you know, basically a bin bag tied around my neck with a mask.
Oh dear.
That's what we spent part of Saturday out looking for things to piece together, and then at the fabric store for other things for my daughter's 3 cosplays that she wants to do next weekend.
Oh, are you going to a con?
It's our local-ish Comic-Con is in Kansas City, and it's their 25th anniversary, and it is like, I'm anticipating it's going to be the biggest one that they've had yet. We've been going since, I want to say 2013. And like they have huge names this year, but yeah, she wants to cosplay all 3 days, and we will see if we get it done.
You're a cool mom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then I have my tub of stuff, and I have to figure out what I want to do also.
What cosplays have you done?
So Harley Quinn, multiple variations of Harley Quinn. Anastasia in her blue gown.
Oh my God.
I gender bent Captain Hook. I did Bellatrix one year. I've done Alana in different variations several times. I think I did Lara Croft one year.
I've always wanted to do Lara Croft.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do Lara Croft too.
Oh, shut up, Anne.
Tina Belcher. She's my favorite to do, because I made a headband. I got one of those like boingy headbands, and I cut one of them off, but the other one I printed a thought bubble and wrote butts on it, and then laminated it, because where else can you walk around with a headband that says butts on it?
I adore that. It's not as funny, but when I was cosplaying Link, my gender bent Link, I made a Navi that would stick off my shoulder, and she had a speech bubble that said, "Hey, listen," and the number of people who were like, "Oh my God, I hate that fairy." I was like, we all hate that fairy, but we all love her. Like, she helped us, and then she didn't. I love that though. I didn't know you were such an avid cosplayer.
We have fun.
We can do the cosplay stream. You can be Deadpool. It won't be embarrassing.
I suspect I'd come as this, just an Englishman who doesn't do cosplay. Perfect. In fact, I'll be the most, in character cosplay there.
True.
You can just be fanboy.
There you go.
You're cosplaying as a fanboy.
I believe Erica has the cards for today.
Yay!
I do. This will be like the inaugural.
Oh, is this the new one?
Well, I haven't. I got them, and then I haven't. This is the first time I pulled anything from them. So this is
exciting.
It's an Oracle deck.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. I just love the name. I've got.
Well, yeah. When I was looking at them, there was one card that was like on the back that was called, or that was like advertised. It was something about, it says new blueprints. And for whatever reason, like that card just like, I said, okay, that's I need that.
I'm getting it, yeah, fair play.
So.
Yes, it's obviously Lemuria, it's got Hyperborea, connotations to it. Warhammer, the old world. The new world, I suppose.
Okay, so this is She of the Lotus.
Oh my God.
And then, okay, let me multitask or see if I can. I'm going to hold this back up, but here we go. Holy bejesus. Okay, this is. Okay, here. It's got like 2.5 pages, but we're gonna. We're just gonna read the smaller one. So, okay. So take a look at any unconscious patterns that may be running you. Are there elements of yourself you need to take out of the trash, dust off, and reabsorb? Shadows can be painful or tender to the touch. Sensitivity in an area can be a trigger that shows us we might want to spring clean some of our darker, forgotten, ignored, or hidden corners. Accepting our shadows is the first stage in restoring ourselves to wholeness and self-love. Peel back the layers where there is shame, guilt, or fear, and bring them into the daylight. Under a loving and compassionate light, they will resolve and reassimilate so you can re-engage with your superpowers.
I like that. Also, so does. Is that you, Booney?
Kuroneko cake? What a cute name.
That's Booney.
It's like, that looks like Booney.
Yeah.
Booney.
Booney is a friend of ours from
Geeky Therapist.
Therapy, yeah.
Yay!
I was on her channel a little while ago. Hello. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome.
And Chazaroo's here as well.
Hey, Chazaroo.
Oh.
Starting to get a regular crew back. I still would like to know where Admiral Kraken went, but
I know. You jumped ship.
He's been on some of my game streams too. And so I'm like, where's my friend?
Well, Chazaroo's saying their unconscious is constantly running them.
Whose isn't?
Indeed.
Yes.
How do we interpret that in terms of writing and creativity?
I've been feeling it more like I'm starting to come back in touch with my my creative side. Like I'm hearing my characters again. Maybe that's weird. I think finishing and putting out the EPUB of Manifuego was like cathartic for my. Yeah.
Had that been holding you back slightly?
Little bit.
Okay.
I'd say, yeah.
Conscious. I think for me, potentially the unconscious that's holding me back is this whole I'm still ill, and it just won't. Still,
ooh,
yeah, it's 3 weeks now. Come on, I'm loving it. And just generally everything, you know what it's like when you're ill. Everything is just harder, and so I'm, I go to bed, and bedtime is my writing time. It's like, okay, yeah, and I'm just like, but can't I just watch television? I want to go and watch Mobile Suit Gundam or The Bridges of Madison County or just anything other than writing, please.
Yeah, I did some of my best writing sitting up in bed, like right before I'd go to sleep, which is probably not good for you, like screens wise, but otherwise it's TV. So at least this is like kind of emptying the creative bucket, getting my mind to kind of settle in. So I feel it.
Whereas I cannot write before 9 p.m. If I try and write before 9 p.m., I spend all day staring at the screen, doing nothing, achieving literally nothing. And yet 9 o'clock, so, oh yeah, here we go. Let's go. Let's get on with it.
Kuroneko, the things that fill our hearts, let's not do them. I love it. I never do it. And
you don't know me.
No, but they know writers.
Well, like as I say, I was on Booney's channel. I think video went live a couple of days ago, actually. So if you want to go and see me being interviewed, pop over to. I'm not even going to try and massacre your name, Booney. Just put the link up and we'll show it to people.
Please do drop the link. I would love to see that.
So yeah, so that's what. So, but does that count as unconscious being ill? Is that your unconscious talking, or is, I don't know. Let me ponder. Erica, how about yourself?
I think like I had to reread it because when I'm reading out loud, I'm not absorbing.
Yeah.
So I had to reread it a little bit. So thank you both for going first and talking about it.
Thank you for the link.
Yeah, Booney. I don't know how Booney does it, but when I do a video for my channel, I have to write a script. I have to record it. I have to dial it back and restart again because I was so. Booney just sits there and talks, and I'm like, how? Just, you're amazing. So yeah. But yeah, it was a good hour sit down we had. So yeah, go over there and watch. And yeah, but people keep trying to tell me I've got it, and I can't do shit like that. Chaos is good.
As a bona fide chaos gremlin, I can confirm.
Sorry, Erica, I interrupted.
That's okay. I think mine, like the thing that was resonating with me is the peel back the layers where there is shame, guilt, or fear and bring them into the daylight. I don't know why, but that was what was sticking out for me. And I think as far as writing goes, I think I'm feeling shame and guilt that I haven't written at all, except for something like 1,300 words last month, and that's it. And I've had a lot of shit going on and to do, and like, so just balance, but also like that shame and guilt are very real.
They hold us back in so many ways.
I have been, Erica will, Rambooni will back me up when I say this. You go through phases of just having the same conversation with all of your clients, just session after session after session.
Dude.
Kuroneko says she feels like she's in group right now. And yeah, Chad, we shouldn't feel guilt or shame about that specific thing. You know, that's not guilt or shame worthy.
Darling, you are not the only. Listen, the number of conversations the three people here have spoken about. Am I producing enough content?
Hey, look, I made you some content.
Welcome to the family.
Oy.
Hey, hang on. Booney, are you an author as well? Because IWF is open.
We love friends.
But, and why not?
Hey, I was just until, okay, no, I can't say that because I was like fan fiction author, but real legit, like for real author.
For real.
As of 2 days ago.
Hooray!
Oh, of course, we haven't even mentioned it. Yes, Erica got published.
Yay, Erica!
So sorry that it's taken us 1/4 of an hour to get there. Ugh.
It's okay.
Sometimes we're like that.
We're all neurodivergent. Our brains go other places. It's fine.
It's true.
Have a brain? Jeez, what? The GP thought that I was a weird case where the body existed without a brain. It was fantastic. It was, I'm a wonder of modern science.
Aren't we all?
But yes, I get that kind of the unconscious. Oh yeah, but I'm not doing enough. So should I? Does that mean I'm a bad whatever I am?
No.
And yeah,
I know that was rhetorical, but I'm just going to answer for us. No.
Good. And that's the episode. See you next week, guys. Bye.
We solved it. Oh boy.
But yeah, the same conversations, and like I had a conversation with a client, and it really made me think about my writing this last week, and they had seen a post on Instagram talking about, like, after you start healing from trauma, then like a lot of things don't work for you anymore because like you don't need the same survival like instinct, survival tools that you did when you were healing, like when you had the trauma. And then you have, like, once you have all of that stuff kind of healed and cleared up a little bit, like the whole point of it was learning how to want again. And I thought that hit me so hard.
That is,
because like for me, I have had no desire to write since November. And at the end of November, it was just a push. Like, I'm getting these effing words done. It was more like just determination and sheer will than it was necessarily wanton pleasure and joy of writing.
Who gave you that quote? Was that you? You said that?
No, a client did. They had found it somewhere on Instagram.
I was inspired.
But it just like, it really made me think, like, the learning to want again after healing from trauma. But then it made me think of like all of these other aspects of life where are we just going through the motions?
That is, because I often use the phrase giving yourself permission when it comes to things like that. But learning to want again, that, as you say, that just, I feel like I've been punched here. It's like, whoa, how have I never seen that before? What? Huh?
That's been me since Wednesday, kind of.
Yeah, sorry about that.
What, learning to want again, or feeling punched?
No, like I felt punched, and it's like just been this.
Yeah.
This big pondering that I've been having, and
Drama is crap. Sometimes getting through the other end is like walking onto a beach or something refreshing. I had a feeling like that yesterday. I had like a good day. I was happy, and I was just like outside gardening in the sunshine. My husband was brewing beer, and I had this weird like, oh wow, here I am. Like I time traveled or I woke up. Sorry, long time depression sufferer over here. So
don't apologize.
Yes,
Those are
you were
like,
doing well until that. Come on, just
no. It's not sorry. I guess it's more like that's my perspective on it.
Yeah.
yes, I want that with writing.
It feels good. I like I said, I finished Manny Fuego and sent it out, and I was like, oh, I feel like I can focus on my fantasy book again. I'm hearing the voices again.
See, but we know what you mean, and
right.
we're not thinking it's clinical at all.
It's not. It's a positive coping mechanism, and I think
I'm gonna make a quick phone call. Sorry, just
trauma and depression, you're sort of like you're in the maladaptive, or you're just surviving, and
yeah. Okay, I'll keep it talking. Yeah. Okay.
Do your positive coping mechanism. Calling my therapist, are you? Ha. I know. You've got a handful.
Sorry, Booney, I haven't got a clue what any of that means, but yes.
It's love. It's just lots of love.
Oh.
Yeah.
We need to make custom emotes, by the way. It's on my list of things to do for us.
I didn't realize they were a thing.
They are a thing.
Yes. Chaz, I think the weather definitely.
Like,
it is 77 here today, and it is so freaking nice.
That was yesterday here. I opened up the house and like aired it out and got my gardening work done, and the kids were playing outside. I even like hosed down my son on the trampoline because he likes to do that.
Whereas I went downstairs this morning after a storm and just seen that my fence has been blown over.
Oh. Anarchy in the UK.
Anarchy. I think you've got the you've got the prize for anarchy at the moment.
Fair enough. That needs to go into Manny Fuego too. As I'm finished too, I'm like, I didn't put enough songs in there.
I had one suggestion for a song, for a Green Day song actually.
What, Burnout's not good enough?
Burnout is excellent, but I don't know how much you want to say online, so I'll talk to you.
I don't care. It's fine. I mean, I'm not,
One of Green Day very recently released a new album, and the song, the kind of headline song for that is "The American Dream Is Killing Me," and the music video is all about zombies. And one of the lines at the end is "Kiss me, I'm dead inside." Who needs suicide when the American dream is killing me? So I thought, apt.
Anarchic fences. Yes, Chaz, you get it. You get it.
Yes. But yeah, it's great. I love Green Day, and yeah, and they're punks, so they've now upset everybody. Oh, why are they getting involved in politics? Have you ever listened to any Green Day song ever?
Or any punk rock song ever?
Any punk song. Just guys,
being
come on.
Political is the bedrock of punk rock. It's like
what did you think American Idiot was? just between you and me.
Well, and when that song came out, people were like, "Why are they busting on the president and being all political?" And I'm like, "Have you never listened to a Green Day song ever?"
Well, no, they probably haven't.
But what happened to them was not nearly as bad as what happened to the Chicks. Oh my god.
Oh, 1,000%. But they represent conservative politics, and it's just different. It's, I mean, not they, them, but like country music, until recently was really the purview of.
Oh no, absolutely. People. But it's just, it makes me angry. I love the Chicks. The Chicks are some of my favorite musicians, and
yeah, they're great. I'm glad they changed their name, and we're getting off into political music chat again.
I didn't understand why they changed their name, simply because I just didn't get the connotations. I don't understand why they got rid of the Dixie part. It just doesn't mean any sense to me.
I could explain it, but I would butcher it because.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Rage Against the Machine. What? Rage Against the Machine. No, you gotta rage against something that's always breaking or misrepresent, like the printer. I'm always raging against that machine.
That is yeah, most of us are.
Yeah, well, don't worry. There's plenty of room for more music in the sequel to Manny Fuego. So
yeah, but no, I just read that, and The American Dream is Killing Me is just a great song, but B, zombies and Kiss Me, I'm Dead Inside. Just
good times. Printers are evil. Yes, Chaz, they are evil. They're terrible machines. They deserve to be raged against.
They do. But does anybody here remember those old printers where you had to have these strips of paper down the side with the holes that took about 2 hours to print off a single piece of paper?
They were so noisy.
Yeah. My parents still have boxes of that paper up in the loft somewhere. Dot matrix. Oh yes. Just
Evil.
Yeah, I've got two printers here. I've got a jet and a laser, because I print so many damn documents. I needed a laser printer just to churn it out, and I still make it burn up.
Yeah, the dot paper chat says is good for kids to scribble on. Agree. Big reams of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
When I was at the homeless charity, when I was the therapist for the homeless charity here, we did every now and again a sporadic art exhibit. Got the clients to just paint stuff, draw stuff, collage stuff, and just massive reams of this old printer paper was just sprawled along the floor. People just to scribble all over. It was.
Sounds fun.
It was. It's a shame I couldn't get involved because therapist having to take a step back and blank slate and all that. But yeah, it's nice just giving people that creative outlet, which is what we do here.
Yeah.
So, half an hour into the episode, what are we talking about today?
We plan these so well.
We do. Yeah.
I'm cold. I gotta get my blanket on. Think about it while I get my blanket on.
Anybody seen I haven't, so I don't expect me to know anything, but anybody seen the new Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, that's that conversation buggered then.
Not an Avatar girl. I'm sorry.
I'm so excited because 3 of the voice actors are going to be at our con.
Rufio. Is Rufio going to be there?
Oh, hell yes.
I only learned very recently that one of them was Rufio, and oh my God, I think I squealed.
So Zuko, Toph, and Iroh are going to be at our con.
Toph is so cute. I had no idea how young Toph was. She must have been actually a kid when they were filming it. So she looks like about 12 as it is. But no, you're absolutely right. And it's a shame that we have education systems designed specifically to beat it out of them.
Yep.
Yes.
The amount of worksheets my son brings home from kindergarten, just worksheets. Ugh.
Come on, then. That was my suggestion, was Avatar live action. But come on. The night circus behind you keeps looking at me. We could talk about magical fairgrounds or something. I don't know.
The night circus. I know. I also have not. I have been so busy with everything that I haven't started a new book yet, which I think I need to read something. Oh, yeah. I had a thought yesterday about. Wait. Oh, they're all the way down there.
Oh, I hate it when those things are all the way down there.
I know, but I need to bust them out because I'm going to read them before I go to bed, hopefully, to just kind of reset. I was thinking about books that we keep returning to in that conversation. So this cover is not my favorite, but this is Tamara Pierce, Protector of the Small series from her Tortle series. This is like the third one in the Tortle realm that she wrote, but I've read these, as you can see, probably like a bazillion times. Sorry,
multiple times. Yeah.
It's very. I have the sun beaming down in my office, so it's kind of shiny. But yeah, they're busted. I've had these forever, and I don't know. I think like there's value to reading new stuff, and there's also great value to coming back to stories that molded you. You know, this was like my middle school series that I read, and I was just like, these are everything. So
yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if I'm making sense, but
yeah, things that capture us at any time of life, but especially as kids, they set us up for warmth and comfort and coziness in the future. So every time we go back to them, it's like wrapping yourself up in a blanket. I mean, every time I go back to Earthsea or Narnia, I mean, this book here, rather large, has every Earthsea story in it. I nearly cried when this arrived, just because I've read all of them several times, and yet having every single one of those stories in my hand all at once, the first few days I tried to read it, I couldn't open the book. I was just too overwhelmed by it, which, yeah, just so when you find something like that speaks to you in such a way, yeah, go back to it as often as you need.
Definitely. And since I've had a hard time getting back into the habit of reading, it's like I think anything is better than nothing. And yeah, the thing I love about these books is that the main character is trying out to be a female knight. She's like the first one. She's the first one to try it out since it's been legalized, and it's hard work. And you know, she gets bullied, but she stands up and she, you know, maintains her integrity through the entire series. And it's just really lovely to watch her grow. And it's also kind of like how Miyazaki movies make you want to like do chores and cook food. These books make me want to work really hard and get good at stuff, because she struggles with some things, and it's just neat to watch her journey. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go hang out with Caladry for a while. Yeah, it's a lovely feeling going back to old books and just
100%.
I'm reading my son the Dealing with Dragons book and series. No, that's like a young fantasy book.
Not aware of it.
It's about a princess who runs away to be kept by a dragon, and dragons like steal princesses. It's like a whole thing. And she's to be married off, so she's like, I'm just out, and she runs away and she hooks up with a cool dragon and like cleans her library and makes her Cherry's Jubilee and learns magic, and it's really lovely. And you know, Dexter's like really enjoying it because talking dragons and wizards and princesses.
Yeah, 100%.
I do silly voices, so
it got me. Kind of voices.
It got me in the mood to like read something else that I had read as a kid. So yeah.
And Chaz was saying earlier that she wrote a killer clown set in a circus, and it wasn't well received. I mean, why? Because
I would read that.
So would I.
I love killer clown stories. I mean, come on. No, Erica.
Erica's not for okay, fair enough.
Well, that's why, like, when I was young, so late elementary, middle school, I read R.L. Stine and Mary Higgins Clark. So murder mystery horror stories. I can't do that anymore. So like going back to read that, like those didn't give me warm fuzzies. That's just what I enjoyed then, and not gonna do it.
Fair enough.
However, I go back to a couple of series and I've read them each probably at least 4 times in the last couple of years because they're that good and they eyeball every single time. At least once in every book.
I love the cathartic cry.
Have any of you, just occurs to me, have any of you had the experience of a book series where you have not being able to read the last book of the series just because you don't want it to end?
No, because I will immediately restart it if I love it that much.
Because I have got the last book of the Poldark series looking at me now, Bella Poldark. I mean, it's very long, and I'm dyslexic, and the book itself would, I mean, I don't know how many, it must be 500, 600 pages, nearly 7. And that will take me months to read. And it's book a lot. I forget how many there are.
I will say you describe yourself as a slow reader, but you, as far as I can tell, are blasting through Manny Fuego. So I don't see that in you.
A chapter a day is not necessarily blasting through, is it?
It's way more than I'm reading right now. Sploosh.
Sploosh. Yeah.
Mic drop into the water. Sploosh.
But I adore this series, and I just cannot read this last book because I don't want it to be over. And
I have to know how things end. If I'm that invested in something, I can't not,
Well, then sometimes you get really, really lucky, and the author re-releases the books with a new publishing company, and when they re-release them, they put an extra new little chapter at the end of the new books.
I have not had that experience yet. That sounds delightful.
I mean, that's not going to happen with Poldark because the author died a good long while ago.
No.
I am waiting to read until the last book will come out in June. And so after that one comes out, then I will reread them again with the extra chapter in each one. So I'm waiting to do that.
What are we thinking then in terms of writing series? Because obviously you're both very much thinking in terms of long series writing. I've written several series of short stories and have ideas for a series of novels, but refuse to start them because, oh my God, the amount of work involved. Why series as opposed to just standalone?
I'll take that first. For me, we go back to coping mechanisms, and writing is very much like a cozy thing that I love to do. I respect other writers, but I don't understand people who are like, writing is painful and I hate it. Like, sometimes yes, but a lot of the time it's joyful and kind of a release. And so for me, it's more fun to continue to explore the characters and the places that I've already established and continue delving into that. Like, starting Manny Fuego was really strange and really different. It's the only other book that I've written, and I did it, as we know, for what were we calling it? Rimo Mimo, whatever. But even then, I already am dabbling in ideas for the next couple of books because I know these characters and I love coming up with new things for them to explore and tackle and learn. And it's harder for me to come up with a full concept for a brand new thing than to just keep playing with this thing that has so many ideas. Oh, thank you, Chazaroo.
Yeah, but at the same time, you could never write a series. I don't know. That sounds like a challenge to me. Because, like I say, I've written several series of several different characters. Again, all short stories at this stage, but they all started off as one thing. And then it's like, oh yeah, no, I want to write another story about those guys. Oh yeah, and those guys. Oh yeah, and another one about those guys. And all of a sudden, it's just like, guys, please stop. Please.
Poetry's also good. None of us feel like we can write poetry.
Yeah.
I don't think. Wait, Erica, do you write poetry?
No, but we were talking last Monday about April's Poetry Month, and I found a list. Because you know me, and I found a list of 30 writing prompts for Poetry Month, for National Poetry Month, that if if I have a prompt, it may be doable.
Let's do it.
Hey, I mean, just bring one of them here and maybe we could write something in real time, potentially.
Exactly.
So me with series, I mean, for my Alana story, it was like, it kind of has to be, because trying to fit 5.5 years, I could make it into one really big ass novel. I think you would miss too much stuff. I don't know that it would do it justice. So I mean, that just in my brain is going to be a series. And I know that my husband is working on, he thinks it's going to be a three book prequel of his character's story.
Ooh.
And then my friend has started.
Oh my God, you're doing Steven Erikson, aren't you? And Ian C. Esselmont.
That I don't. Well, my friend has like started writing her backstory also, just because she was having fun like reading what I was writing, and she's like, I want to. And so it was really weird reading her backstory and then coming in contact with some of the characters from her backstory is very interesting to see where they were.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I love collaborative writing. We should talk about that at some point.
We should do it.
But then afterwards, I think my husband is also planning to maybe write at least a one book after the campaign ended, afterwards. And then I potentially might write a one book spin-off-ish.
You're not making this complicated for yourself at all, are you?
Well, it would be the character I'm playing now's story, because it ties into this series.
Mm-hmm.
But so you're not playing Alana anymore? I thought you were.
Nope, we ended that campaign. So I am actually playing, after that campaign ended, we had talked about it, starting the next campaign, playing our characters' kids.
Oh.
And it just so happened that when the luck of the dice, Alana and her husband had 4 boys. And so there were a couple of things that happened. Number one, the one I was playing did not fit with the party well. And I was constantly mispronounced, which took me out of the game. Like, my character was mispronounced because I am a female playing a male character. It was really, really difficult. So I thought of something different, and am playing a different character that I'm not giving away.
Fair enough.
There you go. Yes, Chazaroo? Yes?
Yeah, 100%. And sorry, just you also said I was going to pick this up and talk about that, because yes. We are a prompt friendly channel, but yeah, certainly if you would like to do something like that, just I don't know how you go about contacting us. I think Jen is in charge of all of that, and Jen is not here today, so I don't know what. Yeah.
Do we have a Gmail? I think we do.
So yeah, tune in, and Jen will be here eventually, and she'll know.
Well, and Chazaroo can DM any of us on Twitch as well.
Oh yeah.
You can DM me. My DMs are open.
Yeah. Yeah. Twitch. I use StreamYard and nothing but.
But yes, prompts are, besides this story, that's how I've done all of my writing, is by prompts.
Yep. Manny Fuego started as a prompt for a short story. Underachieving Necromancer.
Which is...
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Chazaroo. Okay, well, like I say, I'm not actually on Twitch. We're all on StreamYard at the minute, so I don't actually.
I have Twitch open so I can see the chat better.
Okay, if I put Twitch on, I would probably play and get feedback and editor. Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
I followed you.
Excellent.
Boom. Easy peasy.
For me, it is. I think it comes back to, well, I think it's a combination maybe for me, but like having too many things flying around my brain and not being able to latch on to one. And so when I can have like that decision taken away from me, the prompt.
You're still 18, Chaz. Sorry, Carrie and Erica. I can't have our viewers telling us they're too old. She's still 18. So.
Like prompts just take the pressure and the choice away for me. Like if I can latch onto a prompt, then like that decision of what is this story going to be about is done, and I don't have to think about it, but I can fill in the blanks.
Yeah, whereas I kind of wish I could turn the prompts off, because I just go along. Oh yeah, that'd be really cool. It's like, oh shit, that's another thing I need to write now. Yeah.
You see, and I generally do all prompts, but then, we're trying to write that tarot story, and I think the prompt is too long because now I'm getting into my perfectionist tendencies where it's like, how do I meet all of the asks for this prompt while still telling a story I want to tell?
Well, and so for that particular story, so back to what we're talking about feeling a fraud, because I haven't touched that in at least a week, and it's 500 words long. Unless I really do get my ass in gear, I'm just not going to be able to finish it in time, because as we've established, slow writer here.
Yeah.
But also, I've already got, the character who I've created for this story, I could write an entire anthology of short stories about, and probably will. So that's the other thing that's kind of putting me off. So, oh no, don't, Daniel, just don't start, because if you do, you won't stop.
See, and mine's an object permanence thing, because I don't think about it until we are doing this stream. And then I'm like, oh shit, yeah,
See, I think on Friday we need to have like writing time and just buckle down and do it for the next few weeks.
Maybe.
So there, I just opened up the pictures of the tarot cards that I laid out for the 2 prompt things that I had found.
Well,
to write the damn story.
For Chaz and Booney, and we've got 2 other people who are lingering in the background. So whoever's watching, hi, thank you for joining us. We do this every Monday and some Fridays, hopefully as well. So, as in an attempt to get us writing again, we had a look at some anthology calls, looking for story submissions, and we found, and being as we start off every episode with a tarot or oracle reading, was it me who found it, or was it somebody else who found it?
It was you.
It was me, was it?
Yeah.
You sure? I thought I found the other one.
Nope, it was you.
Okay, fine. I could have sworn it was. Anyway, there is I found the pirate one, not the tarot one.
You found the tarot. I have the receipt.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I found there's an anthology of an anthology that's looking for stories inspired by tarot cards, and so because we open up each episode with a tarot or oracle reading, it seemed like a good fit. And then, of course, 2 months later, and none of us has written anything. But as Ben was saying, it just helps to have something that's real. I mean, I like my tarot cards. Tarot cards are shiny, and I think I convinced one of my clients to become a witch last week just by talking about tarot cards.
As a green witch, I welcome her into our ranks.
As a what? Sorry.
A green witch.
What's a green witch?
Just somebody who's like really into plants and stuff.
Oh, like
teas and home remedies and crunchy hippie California stuff. I'm not characterizing it well. Every stream I say something and I'm just like, I wish Dan would edit that out because I sound bleh. Oh well.
See, Booney's in California, should I say?
Hey, Booney.
So just get together. California's just a couple of streets long, isn't it? You must be neighbors.
One of the smallest states in the union.
But and the lovely thing about it is, even if we weren't to go for this other anthology, odds are we could just put something together for ourselves, because like I say, the character I've got for this particular story is gonna be very busy.
There you go.
Magical girl, come on.
I just can't come up with a new character for this story. That's what's really holding me back.
Do we need to roll some dice and change a character?
Yeah, I'm just staying away from that conversation now. I'm just gonna. I don't know what we need to do. I mean, maybe I need to take my D&D character and just go thrust him into that world. Although he's I don't think he's a main character.
Well, saying that, we could just have a look through one of your tarot decks and get find one of the pictures. You could have a sexy King of Pentacles or whichever it was in here and write a story about that.
I was really thinking about that sexy King of Pentacles.
That you were.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not there for me yet. But yeah, if we got together and did some writing sprints, I think that would be very helpful. I miss our writing sprints. Yeah, I think I say that every Monday.
Yeah, every Monday we say, yeah, we should try it.
We should do that sometime. But as established, we don't do things that we like.
Why would we? King of Swords isn't quite as sexy. It's a bit more brooding.
But again, these aren't main characters. These are like love interests, and I'm trying to think of.
Oh, the King of Wands is pretty fiery.
I mean, maybe they're all courting her. I write a lot of romance for the uninitiated, so I like kissing and silly zombie stories. They don't go together. I don't know how to market myself as a writer anymore. This is very polar opposite things.
Well, I've been watching Bob's Burgers, and one of the characters has nightmares about zombies that end up making out, and she gets kind of turned on by it, and it's but yeah, so just
oh, hey Dwarven Dad, welcome to the chat.
Yeah,
a hermit.
You've got the sexy King of Pentacles, who I always forget to turn the sexy King of Pentacles. You've got the gruff King of Swords, and you've got the fiery. He's got.
Interesting that the King of Wands is fiery.
It does look like he's just set the forest on fire, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But get rid of me, Jesus. Oh, hi, Dwarven.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, doesn't Tina start writing erotic fan fiction with zombies at some point?
Friend fiction.
Sorry, friend fiction.
I don't have my notebook. So last year.
Also, I wondered what you were talking about. So holy, yes, thank you so
much. Last
year,
Tazaroo
sees it. The pentacle guy is pretty cute, actually. Sorry, Erica, go ahead. I just feel vindicated.
Last year, I cosplayed Tina on St. Patrick's Day, so I had to get a green notebook, and on the front I wrote erotic friend fiction.
So good. It's so good.
And I don't know where that notebook is, or else I would show it to you. I think it's
Tina?
somewhere.
Sorry, I'm still not entirely sure I get it. Who's Tina?
Tina's the one that has the dreams that.
Bob's Burgers, Tina.
Yeah.
Yes, Bob's Burgers, Tina.
Tina Belcher.
I don't bloody know. Come on. I've only watched a couple of episodes because I keep watching other things like Gundam and crappy romantic films from the 90s.
I have been watching a lot of AEW wrestling lately, which is really out of character for me. So all of my other stuff is taking a back seat.
Doing that recently. I've got no idea, because it was something I watched, 30 years ago. Why is it suddenly back?
Well, AEW is pretty rad, and they're kind of up and coming. And my husband's been watching it for a while now, and it's just been on in my house. And then eventually I started noticing certain wrestlers like Danhausen, who is a demon, and he's hysterical. And there's cute people in cute outfits with lots of shiny things, and there's luchadors, and there's pyrotechnics, and there's drama, and there's stories. And so I slowly just started to be like, where's that guy? Oh my gosh, they're fighting in the snack bar, and stuff like that. It's just it is everything I love. It is theater, it is drama, it is costumes, it is beautiful people. What more could I ask for?
See, all I remember, because it was WWF, I think, wasn't it?
Used to be, yeah. Well, WWE now it's still going too, but
it was just some, I think, a sumo wrestler or something. You just used to sit on people until they gave up. I think that was literally the entire Yokozuna or something like that. Was that his name? Seriously, he just climbed up on the ring and then just jumped on them and sat there until they gave up. That was literally it.
I love
Yokozuna, apparently.
You see, I didn't mention that. There's characters. I like characters.
And I'm actually appalled at myself for remembering that, because, like I say, 30 years ago, I've got
the people's eyebrow. My favorite was Stone Cold Steve Austin. He was my favorite.
See, I didn't watch back then, but just now, in my late 30s, I'm like, I love this, and I watch it with my husband. But
see, the thing about Steve Austin, though, Steve Austin as a name was another famous character back in the either 60s or 70s probably, he used to get referenced all the time, and it was referenced actually in a song by a Christmas song by the Kinks, which said, "Don't get my brother a Steve Austin outfit." And whenever I quote that, "Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin," no, this is 30 years before that guy. No, it was Steve Austin, the $6 Million Man, which people just look at me going, "So what?"
Steve Austin, not that Steve Austin.
Not exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I always say, because I keep coming across people named James Dean, weirdly. So I'm like James Dean, not that James Dean.
Well, thank you for joining us, Chaz. And I don't know why your pumpkin explodes at 10, but go and sort that out.
I have to get going at 2 today as well, so we'll be 2 California time. Be wrapping up.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks everybody. And $6 Million Man was awesome, fighting giant satellites. I mean, I don't know how a satellite fights, but he fought a satellite twice, I think, actually.
I mean, hey, that's pretty cool.
But yeah, so did we actually talk about series in the end, or did we just do what we always do and get completely sidetracked by being us?
I would say a little bit of both.
No, I did not know it was back on in the UK at the moment. Oh, hello. Oh, it's not on Channel 5, is it? Come on, I'm too posh for Channel 5.
Like a reboot, or just the same show on
I can't
syndication?
Imagine they rebooted something like that.
I don't know. Series. I don't know, Erica and I unpacked like why we write series. We talked about some series that we love. Yeah.
And I like series because for me, like, I like reading series because when I fall in love with a character, I want more.
Same.
Thanks, Chaz. Yeah, and sorry, that sounded like dismissal. Yeah, thanks, Chaz. But thank you, Chaz. I will look forward to hearing it, because it was just cool from an age where slow motion looked futuristic.
So cool. And I will say, like, TV series as well. you know, when you get cozy with something, you just want to stick with it. You know?
Yeah, and yeah, and I suppose it's the same for me. Like I just write a story about these characters and then think, oh yeah, but they'd be so good doing this as well. Oh yeah, now they've done that, they really need to do this. Oh, do you mean they've gone and fought mermaids? Now they need to go and fight skeletons.
Yeah,
Oh,
see, I would read those characters that were fighting with mermaids. Go do like I want to know more about them. I want to see
of
their
course I will.
adventures.
Yeah, of course
So,
I will happily email them to you.
yay! Sorry, I was making a weird face.
No, that just is my face.
Reading. But I do have to get going pretty soon, so we should. I mean, I can hop off too.
Okay, we'll call it a day, being as everybody else is.
Yeah. All right.
So that's what she said. You bring me here for a reason. It's to lower the tone, and I do that job very well.
Eyebrow entertainment here, guys.
On the Legend channel, I have never heard of that. I will have to have a look.
How very British.
Indeed. So, well, that has probably been the most popular episode we've had since November. So, guys, thanks so much for coming along. Booney, I'm sorry, you're here now every week. Chaz, yeah, you too. Dwarven Dad, yeah, and whoever number 4 was, like hanging around in the background, linger.
We welcome lurkers. It's okay to lurk.
Yeah, look. But yes, we do this every Monday at whatever time it is, so 9 p.m. British time, 4 Eastern, and then whatever your terms are.
1 Pacific.
3 Central.
3 Central. Cool. Should we do the whole visitors on our channel? Because we haven't done that for a while, actually, have we?
Absolutely, we should.
Go and visit me at the RPG Therapist on YouTube to see me talk about RPGs and therapy.
And I'm a RPG Play Therapist at YouTube and Twitch, although I have no content yet.
And I am at Robots and Magic wherever you get your internet. And my novella,
my logo over there.
I also have a I have a business called Robots and Magic Creative Consulting. If you need any of that, I make logos and Twitch things and other stuff. And my debut novella, Manifuego's Guide to Good Eats, will be available for purchase, I believe, on April Fool's Day.
It is so good.
Thank you.
So good.
Thank you. I'm going to take the compliment. I'm getting better at that. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that.
Guys, thanks so much for joining us. Have a good week. We might try and do something Friday if we can get people here. If
I'll
not,
be here.
We'll see. But definitely next Monday.
Okay.
So, yeah, lovely having you all join us. If you want us to talk about something, just come up with it and then tell us about it next week. Because otherwise, we just do what we do here and just stumble bemusedly from one topic to another. So, you know. We need help.
In an entertaining way.
Indeed. Well, on that note, thanks everybody for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Bye, everybody.